Oh, this is where we unlock mastery classes, and this will be the next part of the build, so to speak. So, the Sorcerer, the Spellblade, and the Rune Master. Of course, can't play Rune Master yet, but I think I do still want to try Spellblade. And I hope you can respec this easily as well, because if you can, I will probably be doing a lot of respecking. Yeah, I'm going to be going Spellblade. I'm pretty sure you can respec this, so I don't think it's a big deal, but... okay, never mind. Does that change anything for me? Maybe I'll just have a quick look through the passives to see. Nah, I definitely want to go Spellblade. That's weird that you can't respec it though. So for now, I suppose I'm going to start looking for a weapon which is usable for my Spellblade stuff. Probably won't be very soon. I hope it's soon, but it probably won't be very soon. I need to look for, well, first of all, I need to clean my inventory out. I didn't realize it was this bad. I could take something like this and try and craft onto it. It probably wouldn't be the best weapon type I can use, but it would probably be okay. I think I might do that. It's pretty cheap. So I bought this thing. I wonder what the most useful crafts I can use. I guess if I just make something decent, it's fine, right? I'm not sure what I'd really go for. I guess I want to use melee fire damage. I don't have any melee fire damage. I suppose I could try the, well, what if I just add physical and like crit chance or something? That worked fine. What if I just add some flat damage onto it? A lot of these are defensive, huh? Like, these don't seem particularly useful. I guess I could go all attributes, just add a bit more damage. Oh, wait, no. You can increase the tier, huh? This is my first experience crafting, so I'm not entirely sure exactly how it works. Let's just see, what does this do? So now it's tier 2. Well, I'm going to do some respecking and see if I can make something, just to try out Spellblade. I assume it's gonna feel a lot worse at this level, because I have such an awful weapon and stuff. We'll see, right? Well, now I really hope the, this doesn't feel so bad. The DPS is wrong because I'm doing significantly less DPS apparently, according to my tooltip. It doesn't feel too bad though. It was pretty satisfying. I spec'd mainly into this Flame Reave ability. Because I just respec though, I have significantly less points than what I had. I've only got 8, but I've just went for attack speed, mana cost. It reduces the range, but I think it's fine. It's still pretty decent range, I think. Plus, it also does less damage as the distance goes on, so you want to be using it pretty up close by the look of it. Although I suppose it would be nice to have the... It does cost a lot of mana though, even when the mana cost is like cut in half. So I've got Mana Strike on my bar as well. Try and use that some. I also really like this Fire Aura thing I have. It's like when you move or when you attack, you have a chance to gain a stack of a Fire Aura. And it looks like it can stack infinitely, I think. So I think it would be really interesting to have really high attack speed and to just be able to stack that incredibly high. Whether that's viable, I don't know, but I hope it is, because that sounds cool. At the very least, it looks cool, so that's good enough for me. Added melee fire damage shard, nice. Not entirely sure, but it looks like if I scale Flame Reave, there's a bunch of stuff which seems pretty decent if I have high flame damage specifically. Okay, nice. Any good? Physical skills, chance to bleed, move speed, throwing attack speed. Well, not very good for this build, but I'll take it. My clear feels better. Even with the spreading flames, this still feels better. Plus, hopefully, when I start getting more ward gain, I'll be like, have even better defenses as well. Although it does make me wonder how many more defenses you need, really, compared to a ranged build as a melee build. Okay, a boss. I can't seem to get more than 2 stacks of my Flame Aura. I guess it is adding a decent amount of damage, though, to this guy. You know, that wasn't too bad. As always, wasn't great, but it was bearable. And I think when I get more scaling on the Fire Aura and scale my elemental damage more, it will be a hell of a lot better as well. The only thing is with the Flame Aura is it looks like you can't really scale it too well. I wonder if it scales with damage over time. I could probably check that, but I think it would be interesting if it scaled off of if you could do like an Ignite Flame Reave build or something with Fire Aura scaling. So far I have a 25% chance while moving or attacking to get a Fire Aura active, then I can actually increase the base damage and increase the Fire Aura area. It looks like there aren't many other ways to scale it though. Aside from that, it's like just converting it to lightning or cold, which I think I'd like to do primarily fire damage if that's viable at all. So far I've just put 5 points in this for now for the Flame Reave. There is, oh, it's down here. You can get an additional 30% chance to have a Fire Aura activate when you use Flame Reave, and that seems pretty good. Ooh, okay, damn. They killed me quick. I suppose my defenses for physical, yeah, I have 0% physical resistance. I have pretty decent elemental stuff. I get a lot from my tree, but I have no, like, physical defense. I know armor is, like, twice as effective against physical things. Oh no, not twice, but still. A lot more effective against physical things, but I also have very low armor, so... Looks like I'll want to start to get more physical damage mitigation, if possible. I believe there's some in the tree somewhere. Perhaps if I want more defenses, I should actually just stack into Arcane Warden, some more Ward. I think for now I'm just going to try and rely on Flame Ward for defenses though. That and just using potions when I need to. I think I want more damage for now so I can just get through faster. Might be a mistake, but you don't know till you try it, right? You can always respec if I end up dying way too much. I suppose that's the fun part about being able to respec so easily and cheaply. I've spent like a few thousand gold on respecs at this point, but I still have 30,000 gold. I imagine that's not a lot at all, but for now, like a full respec only costs me about, I believe, around 3,000 gold, which, you know, for now, it doesn't really seem like there's much else to spend gold on. There's, like, shop items, but the shop items cost less than it costs to respec a single point, so I imagine eventually something opens up that you'd want to spend more gold on. No idea what, but we'll see, I suppose. Just curious, I got this sword. I'm just curious what this drops my DPS to. So from 374 to 234. Of course, it does allow me to use an offhand, which I could use a shield, and up my defenses quite considerably. Oh, yeah, boss, okay. I really should have killed that other thing off the screen, I guess, because that's kind of annoying. Yeah, I'm gonna have to kill that, that's gonna kill me. I suppose the thing is with this build as well, is I have the fire aura stacking as well. It's not like I only have the damage of my hits, so it does actually have, like, higher DPS than it looks like it does. Assuming this is even correct. It seems a lot more reasonable than the spells seemed, but I'm not sure. Ooh, a special relic? Diablo 3 makes me think set item, but I have no idea. Probably not a set item if I were to guess. So what is this? Oh, it's a relic. Oh wow, my relic is terrible as well. I need to get a better one for that. I think it's time I switched off these gloves as well. I'd appreciate having higher armor, plus the crit chance, the health, even more armor. I think they'll be a lot more useful than these unique ones for now. Oh, it is a set piece. Wow, okay, I didn't think there would be set pieces in this game. Well, again, it's another nice minion thing. If I was playing a bleed build or a minion build, I'd be probably happy with the uniques and things I've gotten, but unfortunately I'm not. Area level 24, I've just realized. So I'm quite over-leveled for this area. I think I will switch to this sword and this shield. This should up my defenses at least a decent amount. Not sure what I want to go for these points, to be honest. I might go for... Well, I would like to get down to this fire area part, so maybe I'll go for like some heat wave and stuff like that. Or I could go for some flat damage for now. But now I probably just want some flat damage, so that'll be fine. Well, I got this relic. This relic's probably a little bit better than the one I have. I mean, this one does almost nothing for me, I guess. It's a bit of poison resistance looking at it. Finally have the full amount of Flame Walker, maximum chance of Fire Aura stacks. I still can get the chance for Flame Roof to cast it as well, but I'm not there yet. Oh, I've just noticed as well, in Flame Wood you can get more Fire Aura stuff, and also you can increase the damage of Fire Aura. That's pretty good, actually. It's pretty decent synergy, I believe. Flame Wood actually looks really insane for my build. Lots of extra fire damage, added flat fire damage as well, which is increased more on Flame Reeve. Look, other added melee damage applies at 150% effectiveness. Legendary gloves? Unique gloves, sorry. Wow, this was actually another build that I was looking at playing. I believe it's for the Primalist. Swipe. It looks like you can get an elemental attack speed stacking kind of thing with swipe on the Primalist, which is another thing I was considering doing, something like that, but I decided to do the Spellblade instead, and of course I get a unique for that build, you know, whatever. At least it's not bloody minions or bleed. Just damage testing the fire aura a little bit. Well, you wouldn't want to use it and it's just on its own, at least not in this state. It's not honestly that bad. When I get the increased base damage and the higher chance to proc it with Flame Reeve, and also the higher AoE on it, it should probably be pretty nice to have additionally. Like already it feels like it adds quite a lot of damage, especially to like bosses when I'm just stood in their face like the entire time hitting them with it for like the entire duration. Ooh, another set piece. It's the same set piece. Or it's not the same set piece, it's the same set. Again, more minion stuff. The only problem that I think I might run into with this build, as I currently have it, is... Okay. Something nice? Not bad. Not awful, to be honest. Still probably not something I'm going to use, but it's not terrible. It is at least something that's melee. Is this... Okay, it is classed as melee, good. Anyway, as I was saying, the only problem that I could see myself running into with the build as it currently is the scaling on Fire Aura might drop off pretty hard, I'm not sure. It looks like it does have a decent amount of, more than I would have expected anyway, ways of scaling it, because every skill I seem to have has a way of scaling it, which is quite cool, except Mana Strike. I'm just wondering if the base damage, or if you can actually scale it effectively enough for this to be viable in the later parts of the game. Okay. Well, it's definitely interesting. I'm not sure if I can use this, really. It can't kill me, right? It's current health. This seems very risky. I feel like I'm very likely to die with this. But it seems like something which could be pretty useful for this build. Especially with Spellblade. Like, that to me looks like it has good synergy with Spellblade, right? So I believe this class has a bunch of buffs for, like, ward retention. And this looks like it could give you a bunch of ward. And, I mean, that's a... What was it? 30%? 30% increased attack speed, move speed, cast speed. That is huge. It's very possible on bosses I might just, like, kill myself with it. Definitely an interesting unique, though. This guy looks like he should be hitting me, but he's just kind of not. Oh. Okay, that was a bit risky. You know, that didn't actually feel that bad. It's weird to get used to, though. It will be, I guess, but... Resists fire damage, okay. I was wondering why I was doing, like, no damage to this guy. Okay, when they're resistant to fire damage, they really do not take a lot of damage from me. As you'd guess, really, but... All of a sudden, actually, I'm the same level as the area I'm in. I'm no longer 3 levels above. I think it might have been 4 at one point. I have no idea if it is inefficient in this game, but it certainly felt inefficient to me. Look at how insane the bases are for minions. Hope I can get something along that level of good. Well, I think I'm gonna spec out of Mana Strike. I just need it for the mana again, right? Like, this stuff is okay, but there's nothing else in this tree that I think is that useful. So what I am gonna do is I've just realized that I have unlocked Enchant Weapon. An enchant weapon gives you passively you deal more elemental damage with attacks, melee attacks, and you can also activate it to increase it even more. I think this will be a lot more useful, really. I'm going to specialize into this. A lot of this is very good. I think I'm going to go for Molten Steel first. So I'll take that 2 points in that connection and 3 points into there. So let's just see how big the damage increase is. It goes from 384 to 424 just from equipping it. So that's just the 15% more elemental damage. And then when I activate it, I can also stack that with the damage increases I have on Flame Ward. And I imagine it will be a huge damage increase. 1,433. Damn. And just a 956 with just Enchant Weapon of active. Is there any way I can decrease the cooldown? Well, I can increase the duration, which is almost equivalent to reducing the cooldown, right? Plus, I guess there is cooldown recovery speed that you can get on gear, which would do it to some extent. So you can make this active for 9 seconds. So with some cooldown recovery gear, you might be able to have it like near permanently up, which would be huge. Especially when you can stack even more elemental damage increases. I'm not sure if I'll be keeping this permanently. It seems pretty good, so I think I will, but we'll see. So that's the build for now. It's currently a lot more fun, and I'm interested to see where it goes. A lot of my gear is really starting to lack, I feel. I need to look for more idols. I have a bunch of these. I'll look through these and see if any of these are... I mean, they'll be better than none, right? So even if they're just small defensive ones like this, might be quite nice. So that's the priority for the next episode. We'll probably also look through some of the gear, like amulets. I need a better weapon. This weapon's okay, right? It's definitely not good. I feel like if I got a better weapon, maybe increasing tiers and other damage affix, I'll be doing a lot more DPS and I'll be able to get through the enemies even faster. Although I do start to worry about my defenses a little bit, because like my elemental resistances are okay. I guess my cold's quite lacking, but my physical mitigation and my poison, necrotic, and void are very poor. So if I encounter a lot of these kind of enemies, I probably will be dying quite a bit, but I suppose we'll see. We'll just see how it goes for now. Thanks for watching, guys. Again, if you have any comments, feedback, suggestions, anything like that, leave them in the comments. I'd love to hear them. Leave a like if you enjoyed, dislike if you didn't. Thanks very much for watching. Have a good day.